So I've been making videos about what I call CG3 tuning. CGCGCG, or something like that. Our bass note is 2 whole tones down below where our regular standard tuning would be, and our top note is a tone and a half up. So we can do that, get C's and G's. I've got some videos on technical matters with this, but this is the video where I try to explain why I like it and what you might enjoy about it and all that sort of stuff. Historically, the reason I got into this because I was struggling with keeping a guitar in tune the way I wanted to, because I was into loopers decades before there was a product category called loopers, and I was doing drone stuff, very Frippertronics inspired stuff. My first looper was based on an Ibanez DL1000. And it was new on the market when I got it. When I started getting into heavy use of distortion, I basically wanted all my power chords to be in tune, and they aren't in standard tuning. They just aren't. So I played around with Fripp's new standard tuning, and I thought that was kind of not really solving any problems for me. And I came up with this sort of intermediate between the new standard tuning and something else. I don't know. It was halfway there. So we got a fifth and a fourth and a fifth and a fourth and a fifth and a fourth. Now we can tune that in a few different ways, but one of them definitely works is make the chords you want sound right and then worry about everything else later. So everything's a power chord. Which is fun in its own right. That's one reason to use this, is if you're into power chords. I mean, if you're into electric guitar, you kind of ought to be, unless you're a jazzer or something like that. I found that it solved a lot of problems for me. I can't really explain it to you mathematically because I never really quite got that far into it, but we can tune a guitar with the harmonics and we're going to be all right. And then we can tune the guitar. Those notes in string, and then tune our other G strings relative to that, or something like that. If you're working on an electric guitar, turn the fuzz box on, or whatever clipping, overdrive, distortion you're using, and get the sound of the chords you might think are most important just right, and use that way instead of tuning. Chromatic tuner is going to work fine, but I do recommend train your bass C string to the other strings by ear, because the chromatic tuner can be a little misleading there, because it's going to start sharp and then drift low. Because when you pluck it, the tension is higher than when it's decaying. Okay. Anyway, that's a technical matter covered elsewhere. But I recently started playing with this tuning again, after spending a while in standard tuning. And what I've been really enjoying about it now is the way it makes your music theory so apparent. So let's play a major scale in C. Tetrachords are... So there's the major tetrachord. I'll just do it with one finger. Then the next major tetrachord. And it's the same thing all the way up, because it just repeats, right? Easy. Now, if I want to play a minor thing, then I could just do a melodic minor scale and go and take every C string here and move my third degree down a semitone. Easy, right? How about a Dorian mode as a way of doing a minor scale? Easy, right? And so when we do the harmonic minor and the natural minor, we're going to need a stretch if we're doing it in C, right? Because we're going to go for the minor scale. For the harmonic scale. We're going to do up. And for the natural minor, then we're going to take that one and just drop the 7th degree down a semitone. And I can play with this while I'm using the open strings. I mean, if we're going to use a tuning like CG3, then we should probably be thinking about using scales and chords and tonalities that use a C and a G. So we're limited. We're not trying to be jazzers here. We're not trying to be able to play equally well in any key. That's not the purpose here. We're trying to exploit the open strings of a guitar and the chordal possibilities that are given by frets, right? And put all that together and have something that sounds particularly guitar-like. You know, I'm not trying to be Jim Hall or Pat Metheny. I mean, God, I don't want to sound like a jazz horn player anyway. And it seems to me like that's what they were doing. It's like denying the true nature of the guitar and doing extraordinary, I mean, really wonderful playing. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It's just not what I want to play, okay? So once we've got these scales that we've worked out with just geometry, they're so easy, right? Then we can have fun improvising. Because in a blue note in that scale, well, it's noodling. That's not really improvising, right? But noodling is a special kind of improvising in a certain way. And noodling is one of the roots to composition. It's not to be dissed. You should do your exercises, of course, but noodling is a useful practice as well. And one of the things that's fun here is that I like dissonances as well as familiar consonances. One way to combine dissonance with consonance is to use multi-tonal music. So in other words, using more than one scale at once. So a simple example of that is let's use both a major and a minor tonality in one piece of music, one composition. That requires good composition skill if you're doing a tight melody. But one way to do it, I've discovered, is just shift one of your scales down an octave relative to another. So we could do, let's say we're playing in C, right? So some Dorian mode thing there, and then just do a major diatonic down here. And keep resolving to the C, and you've got kind of fun of switching back and forth. And it sounds, because of that octave displacement, you know, the C3 is not the same as C4. They're different notes altogether. You just have a certain relationship. Displacing them that way, you've got a scale that spans more than one octave. We can have a 3-octave scale very easily with this. And that's kind of fun to do. Just noodling, right? But noodling's fun. Let's not diss noodling. I like the guitar itself, and one of the ways that guitars are different from other instruments is we've got frets and multiple strings, and let's use all of that at once. So then you end up with a guitarist like Derek Bailey that I admire so greatly and enjoy the music of. Hendrix was like that. Nils Klein. Even Umdo Mokhtar. A bit less Robert Fripp. He's another of my heroes, though. But I really appreciated his approach to dissonance, using tonalities we understand as a framework within which to put bum notes. I like bum notes, right? Right? It's wrong. But you can make it work if you're clever, and that's where fun can be had. So to play Torch of the Mystics by the very great, and I hope you think so too, Sun City Girls on this tuning, and it's kind of fun to do. So play it with a shuffle. Could use my looper for this. Open strings. I don't know, I like it. Give it a try, it's easy. I've got some other videos, and maybe if you're interested, I will delve a little deeper. All right, I'm gonna have to do something on the electric guitar as well, of course.